All right, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I got out on another really windy day. We keep having these cold fronts come through, and hey, look who's come by to see me this morning. Hey, sweetheart. Anyway, she comes by just about every day. So if you've watched the channel recently, you've seen me use a bait called the Roach, made by SwamPro Lures. For today's video, way too windy to try my top water, which I normally do. But I like a swim bait, and they make this swim bait, SwamPro does, that's called Bones. I actually have another pack of them, and it's a 3.5 inch swim bait. I just rig it on a 1/4 ounce jig head. I did on this day anyway because it's so windy. Now I have to order more. These things, I knew when I looked at them they were going to work, but it's got a really nice side-to-side wobble, really good action. Anyway, stay tuned. I catch some nice fish using this. I really like their stuff. Really well made. The action on this is really, really good. But stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Just showing you my barometric pressure. If you watched the last video, it was steady all day. You can see it's gone up, come back down, went up again, it's going back down. It's moving now, so I'm guessing today will be a much better day of fishing. So it has been a pretty big weather change. This is several days after the cold front, but it's been weird weather ever since the cold front rolled through. I'll figure them out. Oh boy, there he was again. It's the second bite I've had on this little swim bait here from SwamPro. I just know it's going to catch fish. So I'm going to just switch up stuff until I figure out what they want. Chances are I may have to just slow down and throw the roach. I'll do that in a little bit. There we go. I just knew this swim bait would work. Boy, he crushed it too. Wow. Hey. Ooh, it's a nice one too. Nice, nice. Good way to start. And I'm throwing this little swim bait from SwamPro. It's called a Bones swim bait. And only reason I'm using it for one, well, I knew it would work, but they actually included it on an order of mine free of charge. So, you know, when you make an order, they usually throw something in, which is cool. And I just love their stuff. You know what? I better turn my lights on. This guy's coming, heading right at me. Jeez. Anyway, ooh, there's another. Ooh, it's another nice one too. Oh, I lost my swim bait. Another nice chunk. All right, now I gotta I don't think I can salvage that swim bait, so let's see if I can dig another one out. I knew their little swim bait would work. It's got really good action, side to side action, and you may be wondering why I'm not starting off with top water, and the reason being is it's a little too windy. I just have it rigged on a 1/4 ounce jig head. The reason I'm using a 1/4 is because it's so windy. There just might be another. So that's 2 on this little point here. That's a good sign. I knew the barometer was in better shape today. I knew it. Now, I'm still not loading the boat just yet, but that's 2 right off the bat here. Those fish must have been feeding together on this point. Man, it's not that dark, but that boat was heading right for me. Jeez. So we're getting, towards the time of the year where I really like a swim bait. Well, I'm glad this one works. I really like the looks of it. It's again, it's by the same company who makes the roach. I don't know if you can see it, but it's called a Bones swim bait. And I don't know, I think this one might be 3.5 inches. It might be a 4-incher, I'm not sure. Thing I like about these swim baits is they'll catch everything. Crappies, stripers, bass, obviously, catfish, you name it. Anything will eat a swim bait. Or some people call it a paddle tail, whatever you want to call it. It's just a little swim bait, is what it is. Really surprised there wasn't another one on the other side of this dock. There's a point here. Those 2 fish there hit it almost immediately, so they were in there fairly shallow. All right, so I'm coming up to another point here. The lake has really come down. The water's dropping. So a lot of this cover that I was catching fish on is out of the water now. But it's all right, there should be something on this point. Maybe, maybe not. You just never know. Man, there's another boat coming up in here. It's gonna be crowded today. Don't like it. Don't like it when it's this crowded. Well, I was kind of hoping I ran in, had a pattern going here. Oh, there he was. Darn it. I didn't get him. Ah, you son of a gun. Did he pull my... I'm getting bites. I'm getting bites. That boy, it's wind is really gonna blow today. I really want to fish this swim bait right over there in the wind. I'm in the wind here, but it's blowing right against the other shoreline, so all the points and stuff over there should be pretty good. There we go. Boy, he really thumped it. That's fun. That's another nice spot. And it cost me another swim bait. Man, I only have one pack of these swim baits. Darn it, I don't want to run out. Let's see, where'd they go? This is my big bag of Swam Pro goods. Ah, that is mighty satisfying when they thump it like that. Again, it's a little lighter now, so just to show you, it's kind of got a green pumpkin back and a white bottom. And I'm not even, normally I will dye my tail chartreuse, but so far I'm getting bit pretty good, so no need. And I'm just using it on a 1/4 ounce jig head that I pour myself. I've got, let's see, in my jig head, I think I've got 4/0 Mustad Ultra Point hook. I really like the action of these swim baits here. Really nice side-to-side wobble. You get wind like this, really good for throwing good conditions for throwing a little swim bait. Got deer running. I don't know if you can see, that's a little buck right there. Pretty cool. So that's 3, and they all 3 were on a point. Just for those who are interested, I'm using a 7-foot medium Arc Cobb Series rod. I'm using a Shimano SLX reel, and I've got 14-pound Gamma fluorocarbon. Man, there's another boat coming up in here. So I'm coming up to another point here that's got the wind blowing across it. I'm gonna fish my way up the side of the point here. There could be one anywhere here. I got a lot of good stuff to fish in spite of all these boats. Oh, there he is. Jeez, did that fish just crushed it. I mean, he crushed it. Hey now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this doesn't feel like a bass. Nah, I think this is a nasty old cat. Boy, they are strong. I mean, they are stout. And he took the tail off of my swim bait. Anyway, big old stinky nasty kitty cat. That was fun. Wow. I'm a little worried. I mean, I've got another swim bait that I know works. So if I run out of these, I'll just use it. But Swamp Pro, I'm gonna be placing an order. I really like this swim bait. The old flag is sure whipping in the wind. All right, well, it's been pretty consistent action here. Not the species I was looking for, but that was fun. That fish crushed it. Man, why couldn't that have been a 6-pound spot? Can't complain though. Every fish is, you know, you're lucky to catch anything, you know. I ought to run into one here soon. This point here sometimes has fish, sometimes it doesn't, but not all points are created equal. And I still may have to switch to something slower. You never know. But I've got enough bites on this swim bait to know that it's probably a pretty good option right now. Ah, you son of a gun, boy. There, he came back and got it. He hit it and I missed him, and then he came back and got it. That's why I missed him. He's a little bit smaller. Well, I'll see if I can salvage this swim bait, because he kind of messed it up. Well, I'm not counting, but that's 4 or 5 on this so far. There we go. It's another one. Largemouth. Just a dinky one. And he flicked my swim bait off. Like I said, I've only got 1 pack of these. Ooh, I've got 4 left. But that's okay. Man, I knew this thing was going to catch fish. All right, thanks for watching. I've run out of time. I'm gonna call it an early day, go in and get some sleep. But this little swim bait, I'm telling you, I knew the minute I saw it, before I ever used it, I knew it was gonna catch fish. We're kind of getting to the time of the year where the swim bait will really come into play quite a bit more. But thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm getting blown off the water here. There's another cold front's come in, just shut them down, and the wind's almost blowing too hard to cast. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.